The Chicago Bulls just made a few signings. They went out and got Kahlil Whitney and Derrick Favors and signed them to camp contracts. We're going to talk about it right out of there.
Cognac, gang.
Shy Bulls podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and I am giving y'all an emergency episode because we got movement with the Chicago Bulls. Nothing too crazy, but it is something. If you like what you're listening to today, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so every time we drop, you'll be one of the first ones to know. Now, the Chicago Bulls, they went out and they signed 2 players to go ahead and add to their training camp roster. As of right now, we don't know what these 2 guys will eventually turn out to be, or will they even be around past the preseason. I said training camp, preseason. They signed them to the preseason roster, and we'll see what these 2 guys turn out to be, if anything. You got your guy who's a seasoned veteran and Derrick Favors, spent 13 seasons in the NBA, spent a lot of time with the Utah Jazz, had some success there, and then, just kind of bounced around the last few years in the NBA. But he is a guy that provides some size, 6'9", 265 pounds, and then, a seasoned vet. He's been on some winning teams, bounced around a little bit, had some playoff experience with the Utah Jazz. And at one point, I thought he was a really solid player. Not to say that he's not now, but he had the spotlight on him a little bit more back then, more so than now. You know what I'm saying? I think that this guy, he can come in and compete, maybe earn himself, one of those roles on the latter part of the Chicago Bulls bench if they, didn't like what they got out of players like a Terry Taylor. We seen Amada Sanogo in this preseason get some minutes, but we know he's on a 2-way contract. So the only way he can play a lot of games for the Chicago Bulls is if they guarantee his contract, and take him off that 2-way contract that he has signed before this season. Last season, Derrick Favors, he played in 2021 and 2022 at the age of 30. So he took a year off. He was with OKC, gave them 5 points, only played about 17 minutes per game. And my guy gave them about 5 rebounds. So 5 rebounds, 5 points in about 17 minutes. Not so bad. I think if you're looking at it, you're trying to add some depth right there with your big man, it might be a solid signing, but right now it's still to be determined on what he can provide for the Chicago Bulls. I'm not mad at it. As of right now, we don't know what his future with the Chicago Bulls will look like, but I'm eager to see what he'll be able to come in and do in preseason when he receives some action, because this could be something to go ahead and continuously fortify, that big man, that backup to the backup big man spot for the Chicago Bulls, because we know that Andre Drummond typically falls into foul trouble and, kind of makes crazy plays or whatnot. So we'll see what's to it. I ain't mad at the signing. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. The other guy, the Chicago Bulls pick up Kahlil Whitney, a Chicago product. My man went to Roselle Catholic High School, and he's from Chicago. He's a 6'6" forward, 210 pounds, played in Kentucky. So, hey, you just getting the guy, you give him a shot, opportunity. Might feel like he got some game here and there. Hasn't been around much, in this NBA. But, hey, you never know. You might be able to get something out of that and just to see, what you might have out there on the horizon. So, I think those 2 signings, they're all right. You know what I'm saying? Nothing that, moves the needle crazy. But, I'm not mad at the Bulls trying to do their due diligence to see if they can find talent around this team. So I'm going to go ahead and chalk it up on that. But it was just a quick video just to kind of fill you all in on what the Chicago Bulls are currently doing. So, hey, down below, let me know your thoughts. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and hit the notification bell, because we always dropping the news. We go ahead and give you live calls, and we have mailbag episodes where you can call in to the number 773-242-9219 leave a take. Me and my co-host C-Dub will react to it and let you know if we agree, disagree, and we can chop it up and talk basketball. But let me know down below how y'all feeling. It's just a quick update. This is another episode of Shy Boys Podcast. I'm Bobby. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one for sure.
Cognac. Gang.